Hello, today we'd like to talk about crime and terrorism. Crime is a problem all around the world, and one of the serious crime is organized crime. Organized crime tends to have a big impact on the structure and development countries, but it happens in the shadow. In Japan, the largest and most famous organized crime group is Yamaguchi-gumi, which is included in the Yakuza. Yamaguchi-gumi has about 10,300 members, and the related organizations are located in 43 prefectures. The Yamaguchi-gumi make more money from drug trafficking than any other source. It has become difficult for Japanese yakuza like Yamaguchi-gumi to obtain funds, but stimulant drug trafficking is still an important source of funds for them. Overseas drug criminal organizations often have contact points with organized crime groups, and it has become clear that international criminal organizations and gangsters are working together in the Japanese secret market, where they trade drugs in the shadow. Furthermore, a smuggling method is clever and diversified. For example, their method of going through the inspection net by using foreign guests of a cheap group tour, and the method of cheating a Japanese woman who got acquainted at the marriage site as a lover, and taking charge of a drug receiving party. Perhaps there is a possibility that ordinary citizens are made to carry drugs by gangsters without realizing that they are involved in crime. The problem of drug trafficking has to be considered more seriously as a threat to us. Second, I will talk about the famous terrorism affair in Japan. It's a simultaneous terror attack subway sarin incident caused by Aum Shinrikyo. Aum Shinrikyo is the religious group that existed in Japan in the past. They have caused many incidents to rule Japan by crushing the current government. At 8 a.m. on March 20, 1995, they sprayed nerve gas in the train named sarin used as chemical weapons, and 13 subway passengers and station workers were killed and about 6,300 people were injured because of the sarin gas. It is an unparalleled terrorism in the world that chemical weapons are indiscriminately used in the big city of peacetime, and it has given a great impact globally. After the incident, the trash cans at many stations were removed and warning stickers come to be affixed to train doors, which is labeled "If you find a suspicious item or suspicious person inside the station or the train, please inform station staff or crew immediately." In this way, we cannot know when we are involved in criminal cases, but we can learn from past incidents and take measures like the warning sticker in the train. I think it's necessary to face the incident occurred in the past, and all the generations should think about countermeasures.
Hi, I'm Koyuki, and let me explain about white-collar crime. If you're a good student or a good teacher who's watching news every day, you can't miss the super hot topic of white-collar crime. Nissan chairman Carlos Ghosn has arrested. Isn't he used to be a hero in the car industry? Yes, he was. Then what happened to him? First of all, let me explain what he's done in a good way. According to Wikipedia, in 1996, Renault CEO hired Ghosn to help the company from near bankruptcy. Ghosn got a plan to cut costs for the period 1998 to 2000 by reducing the workforce, revising production processes, standardizing vehicle parts, and pushing the launch of new models. He also decided organizational changes and introduced new systems inspired by Japan. He reformed work methods and centralize research and development to reduce vehicle consumption costs. Therefore, Ghosn became known as lead cost killer. In the early 2000s, he also worked for Nissan and saved them from near bankruptcy again. Therefore, he named the nickname Mr. Fix-It. Well, it seems like a happy story, but he has been accused by Nissan of underreporting his salary and using company's asset for his private purpose. I'm shocked with this news. Who should I believe in? But in recent years, Japan has dealt with so many corporate scandals. One example is the Olympus affair. In 2011, Olympus had hidden $1.7 billion worth of losses over 2 decades. It admitted finally, and all board members resigned. However, Olympus lost thousands of jobs. Toshiba's irregular accounting. In 2015, Toshiba revealed that it had overstated its operating profit by nearly $1.2 billion. Independent agency found that the crime went back to 2008 when the global financial crisis hit. Takata's deadly airbags. Takata was an automotive parts manufacturer which was founded in 1933 by Takezo Takada. It was told it's reliable because of its history, but it had been used inappropriate chemicals, and Takata's airbag caused numerous deaths and hundreds of injuries. I chose only a few of scandals for this video presentation, but there were many scandals which threatened Japanese market.
As next topic, I will talk about how can we avoid white-collar crime. Before talking, I want to ascertain the definition of white-collar crime. According to FBI, white-collar crime is synonymous with the full range of frauds committed by business and government professionals. These crimes are characterized by deceit, concealment, or violation of trust and are not dependent on application or threat of physical force or violence. The motivation behind these crimes is financial to obtain or avoid losing money, property, or services, or to secure a personal or business advantage. As Koyuki mentioned before, the topic about Carlos Ghosn is related with his white-collar crime. And I want to highlight the important difference between white-collar crime and other crime is white-collar crime is not always connected with violence or physical force. Because of this feature of this crime, people confused with how to punish this crime. We could reconfirm the definition of white-collar crime. So next, I want to think about how can we avoid white-collar crime. Today, there are not enough punishment about white-collar crime. That is why much of the white-collar crime is being occurred. If we have more heavy punishment about white-collar crime, the number of white-collar crime would be decreased. As one of the examples, more fine or penalty for the suspects is useful. The fine is not only useful to approach to the mind of suspects, but also useful to the police action. Making more punishment like paying fine system is only one example of the way to solve the white-collar crime problem. However, concerning about the reasons of white-collar crime, it can be most useful way to solve.
Next, I will talk about the impact of crime and strategy to prevent it. These days, organized crime continues to develop with the evolution of technology, and crime gangs have access to the increasingly sophisticated technology and they are using more advanced methods to increase efficiency and profit. In recent years, many such gangs have also developed international connections, resulting in the appearance of large international criminal networks operating across borders. Since becoming a global issue, organized crime has diversified, with illegal products such as guns being transported from one country to another. Such multinational organized crime has a profound effect on government and institutions by undermining their power and promoting corruption in companies and politics. These crimes have two main effects on our society. First is economic impact. In fact, in South Italy, the presence of the local mafia has decreased GDP per capita by 16% over a period of 30 years. What is more, money obtained from organized crime is often reinvested into this crime again and make organized crimes expanded. Secondly, and the most obvious one, is impact for human lives. Crimes related to organized crime such as drug abuse, human trafficking, gang violence, human lives take a big hit. This is currently a major issue in countries like Colombia and Central American nations. To tackle these crimes in Japan, Organized Crime Department and Counter International Terrorism Division is made within National Police Agency. Now that Japanese police agency is trying to take measures for these crimes by organizing special department. That's all. Thank you for listening.